Hello loves, welcome to Baking with Mimo 101 part 6 where you cover a cake in fondant. So I have showed you guys how to bake, make the buttercream icing, fill and ice the cake correctly, make fondant, make filling, and now we're going to cover a cake in fondant. I know a lot of you hate fondant, but the one I make doesn't taste bad. Also, some cakes really need fondant, like this cake for example needed to be painted on, and I cannot do that with just buttercream. Okay, so first you're going to need a fondant roller, the cake turntable, 2 smoothers, and a cutter. After you've kind of re-kneaded the fondant to get it to that smooth consistency again, roll it out until it's about 1/6 of an inch thick. I don't like it very thick. I do flip it and rotate it while I am rolling out the fondant. Make sure you cover the counter with cornstarch or vegetable shortening, otherwise it does stick to it. And now flip the fondant over the roller and carefully take it to the chilled cake that you just took out of the fridge. Lay it over the cake, and I didn't really lay it on properly, so now I have to kind of fix it in place. Notice how the bottom layer is kind of like a skirt, so you're going to go around the cake, kind of opening up that skirt and pressing down so that the fondant sticks to the cake. Once you've laid the fondant on the cake and it's all stuck to it, we're going to smooth it out. First, we're going to make sharp edges. You notice how I take my 2 smoothers and I kind of pinch the edges together. This helps to give it a nice sharp edge. If you over pinch, you can cut that part of the fondant off. If your smoothers seem to be sticking to the fondant, just dip them in cornstarch and then rub them together and shout out, "Clear!" and then get back to work. Now, sometimes due to the smoothing out, you might get some cake farts because you push the air out. So what you do is just poke it and smooth out the air from the bubble. Go around the cake, smoothing everything once you are all done with the sharpened edges. And now, only when you are completely done, you cut off the excess fondant. And now you know how to cover a cake in fondant.